Hello everyone. Okay, this is another video. It's not quite a thrift store. It's something called Collectorama, which is something that comes around every 3 or 4 months in my area, and this is the first time I've ever been. I went there with my daughter the other day and picked up a few things, so I will share with you what I got. Now, nothing's been washed or organised, or, well, not very much. So I found this little milk glass piece here, so I picked that up, and that was, it actually looks a bit blue, doesn't it? Oh, how pretty. I like that. I got that piece, and that wasn't very expensive. Now, they had quite a lot of milk glass pieces, but they were asking huge, prices, like $30 and things, so I didn't grab any more. I got a lovely blue beaded trim, and that was $2 for that one. And I got another one, and this was a brown one, and that was $2 as well. And I thought, oh, it's brown, but then I thought, we cover the ribbon in it anyway, so it's not going to be that much brown. So I got quite a lot of that as well, so that made me happy because I'm looking for trims at the moment. And then I found this, which is just beautiful. I think it's off like a lampshade or something, and it's the glass beaded like trim, and it's just beautiful. So I got that, and that was, well, it was more than the other ones, let's put it that way, but I really liked it, and I thought, well, it can go on something special, because I don't come across this sort of thing very often at all. So I grabbed it, and I really like that. Okay, and the next thing I got, there was a lady there selling laces out of a suitcase, and you just grabbed handfuls, went through it, grabbed what you wanted, and then she'd give you a price at the end. So it was like, oh, how much is this going to come to? And oh my gosh, I had so much fun. And luckily my daughter was there with me, so she was picking pieces out as well, and it was all one great big mass of these little laces. They were all tangled together. Yeah, so this is what I got, so I'm going to quickly go through. Now, this is my least favourite, mainly because of the colour. So some pieces are obviously a lot smaller than others, and this one I got because my daughter liked it. It looks a bit different, so I got that because my daughter she liked that, so I thought, okay, she was helping me. But most of these ones are absolutely gorgeous and vintage. Some of them are like, that's just a piece. It's just a piece, but that can go in my scrap box. I'm quite alright with that. So that's just a little off-cut piece as well. Just a quick, another little off-cut piece. And the rest, I think, oh, here we go, another little off-cut there. Because some of them just sort of fell in as well. That little off-cut piece, which is really pretty. And they'll probably all go in my scrap box, those ones, all these little ones. That's another little pretty piece. I don't think that's vintage, actually. It doesn't feel it. Most of them are, though, so that's really lovely. It's very soft. It's like, almost feels like paper, that one. Okay, so let's see if I can do this really quickly. I won't worry about folding them up. I'll do that later. That one's a nylon, but it's nice. Basically like them all. Oh, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this teensy weensy little one, and it's ever so soft. Can you see the design on that? It's just so adorable. It's even got little loops at the top, and it's ever so dainty and small. I love it. And then there's this one here. Lots of little laces. There's a little one there with a pink spot going through it. There's the end of that one. Hiding that one. So this might be a bit long, but if you're a lover of lace, you will enjoy looking at them, I'm sure, because I love looking at them. Can't wait to put them away in their home, but everything takes time, doesn't it? It's a lovely, unusual one too. Yeah, so I've been painting furniture for my daughter, and we picked up a desk for her from a garage sale last week. Really nice looking desk, but needed repainting, so I've been doing that this week. And then I found a mirror last Saturday from the op shop or thrift store, and that was only $10, but it was stained dark timber, so of course that had to be all painted up as well. So I was doing that this week, and it was extremely hot this week, very humid. You know, it's basically as soon as you put a coat of paint on, it was dry, which was good, but you know, you had to be careful because it went off so quick. Isn't that nice? It's unusual, isn't it? I like that one. I like them all. Yeah, so I've been doing that, and I have finished her curtains, and they're up, and I had to put a new curtain rod up. Luckily she's very handy, so she helps a lot too. And she's painting a picture for her room at the moment, which is nice. So, you know, she's not only helping me, she's doing things herself, so that's really nice. It's just a little off-cut piece. What else have I been doing? I've made a couple of small projects. I may or may not have put up the video for that one. I'm not sure if I have yet or not. Whether it'll go up before or after these ones. Well, this one's really sweet. It's really nice, isn't it? I think that's just like an end piece of another lace, but it's nice and good for like dangly stuff, and you get the bottom part of a lace cut off. So there's, you know, quite a combination of laces in here. So the Collectorama comes back in May, and I will definitely be going again in May. And then it comes back in September and November. And I tell you, it's probably just as well I don't have a craft room, for the simple fact I would have bought so many boxes, like display boxes, you know, the glass fronted little display boxes and things. Oh, they were so lovely, and they did have some there. And yeah, I would have had a lovely time, but it's something to keep in mind. It's very fine, that one. Oh, I love these ones. Aren't they lovely? Oh, just beautiful. This one, quite old. So I haven't had a lot of time to watch many videos, and I really do want to watch some. Isn't that lovely? And it's ever so delicate. It really is. You know, there's so many videos I want to watch at the moment, but I just haven't had the chance. And then when I do, I sit down and I watch sort of a couple that come up in the stream at the time. So I wish the weather would cool down just a little bit. A bit of tatting, so that I could sit there and watch some videos one day. It'd be lovely. one. And there's quite a lot of them, but they're so nice, and the colours are just beautiful. This one's lovely. Look at that. Which way does that go? I sat here because, like I said, they were all tangled up, and it took me over an hour to roll all of these laces up, and this is probably not the way they will go. Look at that one, isn't that lovely? But for the time being it is, until I can work out what I'm doing. Another one like that. And there were other stalls with lace there as well. But of course, after finding this, I wasn't really interested in the new laces that much, because I really do like the older ones. They're so fine. There's a place for everything, isn't there? I'm not boring you here. Isn't that lovely? That's ever so fine as well. Really pretty. I would love to have these like in a box with a glass lid, just, you know, and some like almost special older ones, rather than put away. But I don't like always leaving them out in the air, you know, getting dusty and things like that too much. Not the older ones. It'd be nice to still be able to see them, but not the dust get on them. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I need to empty my SD card out, and I still have all that to go. Okay, it won't be a moment. Okay, sorry about that. I hope I'm not taking too long with this. I know it's not what everybody wants to see, but you know, there are people that really like to see laces and things like that. Now for some reason my camera's still, just let me, okay, sorry, wasn't plugged in properly. Forgot what I was saying. Yeah, there are people that like to see all these little laces and things, and I know I do. Isn't that pretty? They're so fine, and I love the colours, and I don't know whether somebody has dyed them at some stage, or whether they've just sort of, some of them have aged that way. They look ever so pretty all together. It's lovely. Another one here. It's only a small piece, but gee, quite pretty. A little tiny one. It's a thicker one. And they had lots of beautiful tablecloths and things like that. And I didn't go there with anything specific in mind, because I hadn't been there before, so I thought, well, you know, I'll just see what I come across. It's another very delicate one. And which was nice, because sometimes, you know, if you're looking for something specific, you miss other things. There's a couple of things that I wish I had got, but I didn't. But it was extremely hot. I actually thought I was going to pass out. It was that hot. That's a tiny little applique piece. Yeah. It was extremely hot, so that it should be cooler when the next one comes along. Our neighbours moved out, and I think there's other people, you know, they keep coming and looking at the place, so that's why the dogs are a little bit yappy today. Look at that one, isn't that pretty? It's very delicate. Some of them you can hardly feel in your hand. Now this one is ever so tiny. Can you see that? If I hold it against the dark, it's ever so tiny. I thought it was actually squished up, but it's not. It's just ever so small. Some more tatting. Lovely, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Perhaps I'll do some sort of sample book with a bit of each, you know, because they're lovely to look at, but you don't want to be taking them out. My gosh, this is so delicate. You certainly don't want to be taking them out and messing with them all the time. But if, you know, you had a little sample book with just a small sample, oh, that's beautiful. This one's lovely. I used to have one like this in a very pale, like mint green. It was really pretty. It's a nylon one, but still lovely. Isn't that a pretty design? It's such a pretty colour. Look at it. The lady said, now, you know, I guess sometimes they can say anything, so I'm just going by what they said, that her 80-year-old mother had been collecting laces for such a long time, but, you know, she just had to get rid of it because she wasn't getting any younger. And this was from her. It's lovely. And that's, you know, they were all in a suitcase, and there was some, like, the spools of lace, the large square spools of lace, but she wanted a bit much for those, so I didn't get those. And they weren't, like, anything exceptional either, so I didn't bother with those. Now, as I said, there were a couple of things I did want to get, but I didn't. I'm kind of, should I go back? But no, it was far too hot. One was a salt and pepper shaker set that I saw, and it was really, really beautiful. Oh, well, that's what I found at the op shop the other day. I forgot to show it in my video. I'll try and remember to show you. Isn't that one gorgeous? It's ever, ever so delicate. So fine. I'll show you now, or I will forget. It was a salt shaker, and it's not that old, I don't think, but it was just, look at that. It's like a crystal glass, but it's got the salt shaker top on it, and they only had the one, so I got it for $1, but I thought, how unusual is that? So that's going in my, like, glitter station. I just need to get more glitter. It's pretty, isn't it? It's lovely, and a lot of these, you can see they've come off garments and things because there's slightly little bits of thread stuck to them. And that one. And I haven't even started sorting my laces, but I have decoupaged my drawers. Now this is some tatting that someone's been doing, so I don't want to undo it all, but I want to show you the pattern of it, because we all know tatting likes to curl up a little bit, doesn't it? See if I can show you. Maybe not. Oh, hang on, it might be easier up here. Okay. So that's the pattern of the tatting. And they must have been doing the whole thing, but it's still attached to the thread or the yarn. It's very nice. We're getting there. There's another piece. Yeah, so there was a salt and pepper shaker there that I would like to have got, and Oh, this is a triple layer. It's like under there and under there. It's delicate. It's come unstitched a little bit in places, so I'll just be careful with that. So there's a couple of the triple layer ones that I really like. What was the other thing I really liked that I didn't get? There were oodles of doilies, so many doilies, but they were far overpriced. I did get a couple, but things that were a little bit more different rather than the same old thing. Isn't that pretty? It's nice, isn't it? Okay. There's this one, and I really like this. It's just netting, and it's like pleated every so often, and it's, look at it. But I really like it. I don't know how I'm going to straighten it all out, but it's lovely. Look at it. So there's that one, and then there's a larger one like this. Can you see? Isn't it beautiful? Look. It's all gathered though, so it's very delicate. A bit hard to. Is that the right side? It's been off the garment, but it's all like gathered, you know, so it's a bit hard to. But isn't it gorgeous? I love it. And then there's this one. It's really lovely, and there's quite a lot. Looks probably come off a garment, the bottom of a garment, and that feels, it's kind of a little bit stiff, but it's ever so, you know, it's almost sheer. Beautiful. I really like that. What else do we have? This one, and this is a double ruffle. See? It's pretty, isn't it? And this one's really lovely. It's really nice, isn't it? There's quite a lot of that too. And then this one is lovely. And that one, it's got like, I don't know if it's, kind of feels old. But see how the little flowers, they're only caught in the center, so they're not flat, they're like a little bit dimensional. Ever so nice, and there's quite a lot of that one too. There's this beautiful piece. Look at this. Isn't that just lovely? Pin tucks. Can you see it? It's just beautiful. Ever so lovely. Really, really lovely. And this piece here. And of course you can imagine they were just all like tangled in together, so you're trying not to damage anything, but you have to try and get them separated. And there's this piece here. Could be off a doily or something, not quite sure. Nice piece. And I love this too. This. Isn't that beautiful? It's I could have stayed there longer. My daughter kept saying, come on, Mum, I've got enough. And there's this piece here. Unusual design, that one. And there's this little piece here. It's very delicate, actually. It reminds me of the newer mesh laces they're making, but I don't think it's a new one. I think it might be more vintage, but the same sort of thing. Feels it. It feels it, but you know, people do things to their laces these days, so it could be easy to mistake, but it just feels. I mean, it's not obviously antique or anything, but it does feel like it's got some age to it. Now, bundles of it were tangled, and there was all this blue lace tangled through everything. So I ended up with quite a lot of this blue, which is a really pretty blue lace. But I've got like 4 bundles of this because that's what everything was tangled in. See? Oh, all that blue there. Now these are lovely. Almost there, ladies, almost there. This is, it's damaged at the end here because look, it's come undone, as you can see, but it's really lovely. Triple ruffle lace there, but like I said, it sort of gets a little bit damaged towards the end there, but that's really beautiful, and I do like those sorts of things. And then there's this one, which is more so. It's lovely, isn't it? Very similar pattern, but that's got more. I'm wondering, well, they feel different though, so maybe not. Maybe they're just the same pattern. And then you've got your triple. What's that? Is that triple or double? This one's double. Okay, double, triple. And then you've got this one, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got 7 layers, but then you've got this one, and this one's so soft. Absolutely soft. And look at it, it's just gorgeous. And it's all those as well. It's just beautiful, ever so soft. I mean, I know they're the same, looks like the same pattern. Gee, they're nice, and there's quite a lot of that one as well. So that's all my laces, and like I said, I've got some more of that blue lace in here, and then I got 2 hankies, and that's one of them, which is really pretty, and that was $1. And then this really beautiful one here, look at this, isn't that dainty? You wouldn't want to use it, would you? Ever so soft and ever so delicate. Just beautiful. I think that's the wrong way, actually. It's inside out. That's the way it's been folded, though. That's really lovely. And that was $1. And then just, I think, 4 doilies. There's that one there. It's got some marks on it. It's unusual. And this one, which has also got marks on it, but it's very unusual. Well, for me. And then 2 pretty doilies, and these were $1 each as well. See, I found that the doilies were quite overpriced, and these were all from one stall, and she was really reasonable. So there's that one, which is really very delicate. And then there's this beautiful one, and I love this. Once again, it kind of feels like paper. It's so delicate. Isn't it pretty? Love that one. And that was $1. And then I got 4 buttons. Yeah, they're like glass buttons. They were actually all tied together. And I didn't really have a close look, and I noticed this one's really like chipped. See that? It's not even round. It must have been hidden, like joined together and hidden under another one or something. But you know, they'll come in useful for something, I'm sure. So that is my lovely lace haul, and I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it didn't bore you to death. I was not knowing whether to share it or not, but I wanted to do a video, and I haven't done a lot of crafting, so it's nice to be able to put something up, isn't it? Hopefully soon I'll have everything done. Still got one of my sons living at home, which is, I'm kind of, once he moves, see, then I'll have to start working on my son's bedroom. But I'll show you my daughter's room when I've basically finished it, so you can see that what I've been up to. I'm on the lookout for a dress form for her room, just a petite size one. I mean, I've got one in storage, but mine's, you know, it's kind of like these kind of colours, and her room's white, so it wouldn't go very well at all. Gosh, don't you just love the look of laces? Aren't they absolutely gorgeous? And you know, considering they were all tangled together, they don't smell. You know, sometimes you get that real old, musky kind of smell. They don't smell bad at all, which is nice, because obviously this lady used to look after her things. Oh, I just love it. Oh, see, if I had more room, I'd just have them on display. Oh dear. It's almost got a purple tinge to it, that one. So there you go. I hope you like my little haul. I can't wait for them to come back, but that's a bit greedy, isn't it? You know, and when I got home, I thought, oh, it's open till 2:30. Maybe I can go back, because they had so much there, I couldn't possibly go through it all. But I gave it a good shot. The lady even said, would I like an umbrella, because it was so hot. I thought, getting the death stare from my daughter. I thought, just, you know, take one. Oh, and how much did she charge me for this? Would you like to know? She charged me $15, and I thought that was wonderful, because there's some beautiful old laces in here, and unless I stumble across it at the thrift store and, you know, get a really bargain price on something, eBay would charge me so much more for this much. So I was very, very happy with all that for $15. I really can't grumble. Once again, look how tiny this. Oh my gosh, how does anyone even see that? Yeah, very, very happy. I hope everybody's been keeping well, and I hope the snow stops for some of you ladies who are having ridiculous amount of snow where you are. Trade a bit of your snow for some of our humidity, and we'd all be happy, I guess, wouldn't we, in the middle there? Okay, well, I'll play with my laces and wind them all up, and I'll let you go. Bye.